Woohoo! Check it out! How do you love? A new personality test. You know, we all turn into completely different people when we fall in love. And believe it or not, our general love pattern doesn't really change, making our love life either incredibly happy or utterly miserable. So, what's your love style? And how does it affect your romantic life? This quick test will give you all the answers. Before you find out who you are in love, be sure to hit the subscribe button and click this little notification bell right here to join us on the bright side of life. Okay, so the rules of this test are pretty simple. I will ask you 8 questions and give you 5 completely different answer options under the letter A, B, C, D, and wait for it, E. Your job is to answer honestly and keep track of the letters you choose. So, you might have a pen and paper handy. At the end, your most frequently used letter will reveal exactly how you love. So, are you ready? Then let's begin. Question number 1. How do you usually express your love? A. I'm not that big with words, to be honest. I think my partner already understands that I picked them for a reason. B. Just by saying I love you as much as I can. C. By cozying up with my significant other and spending quality time with them. D. I prefer to show my love instead of talking about it. After all, words are completely useless if they're not confirmed by actions, right? E. I often give them surprising little gifts and try to do everything I can to make my partner as happy as they can be. Question number 2. When you fight with your partner, you A. Leave the room or even the house. I need some time to cool off, and they need some time to understand that I'm actually right here. B. Scream, cry, and let it all out. C. Try to lighten the mood and reduce the conflict. D. Attempt to calm down and figure everything out without drama. E. Talk it through and try to understand how your significant other is feeling. Question number 3. How long does it take for you to get over someone? A. A couple of days. If it didn't work out, then it didn't work out. B. I usually don't accept the breakup right away and try to do everything to get my partner back. C. No more than a month. I let myself go through this tough period, but I don't allow myself to drown in sadness and despair. D. Between 1 and 3 months. I take relationships pretty seriously, so I need time to get the person out of my mind. E. From months to whole years. I fall in love rarely but deeply. Question number 4. Your happiest moments involve A. The biggest surprises and coolest gifts you've received. B. Your biggest success and victories. C. New adventures. D. Quiet and cozy moments with your family and friends. E. Making others happy and inspired. Question number 5. Do you keep in touch with your exes? A. Of course not. I don't want to see them ever again. B. No, but I kind of follow their life on social media, so I know how they're doing. C. We sometimes message each other jokes and memes, but that's about it. D. With some of them, yes. All bad things stay in the past, so it's alright. E. Sure. They're all great people, and I'm very thankful for all the memories we shared together. Question number 6. What do you crave most in your relationships? A. Admiration. I want my partner to absolutely adore me. B. Attention. I can't do it if I don't feel loved. C. Fun. There's nothing worse than boring and dull relationships. D. Companionship. The most important thing for me is to create a unit with somebody. E. Connection. I want to be with someone who understands and fully accepts me. Question number 7. Your partner really messed up, and now they have to do something to make it up to you. What would make you forgive them? A. A romantic dinner with candles on the rooftop. I really appreciate big gestures. B. To be honest, I don't think that my partner is even capable of making me upset. They're perfect. C. Preparing a fun adventure for both of us that we'll always remember. D. I can easily forgive them when I realize that they've truly learned their lesson and understood where they went wrong. E. Just sincerely saying they're sorry and admitting that what they did was wrong. Question number 8. How do you feel when you're single? A. I've never been alone for long, so I have no idea, to be honest. B. Awful. I hate being single. C. Alright, when it happens, it happens. Life still goes on, right? D. It's okay. I have more time to focus on my goals and self-improvement. E. Great. I love being in a relationship, but the quality of my life definitely doesn't depend on it. And the test is complete. Count your A's, B's, C's, D's, and E's, and come back to find your results. If the majority of your answers are A's, you're a living example of the unhealthy self-love pattern. To put it simply, you mostly love yourself, the way you love somebody and their love for you in a relationship. At this point, you're not ready to give somebody your time without receiving anything in return. You have to be praised and admired. However, the good news is that this pattern of narcissistic self-love can be transformed into healthy self-love if you make an effort. Healthy self-love isn't about being the center of the relationship. It's about having a clear understanding of who you are and what your boundaries are. Try to work on this, and your relationships will shift from flings and temporary affairs to a serious connection and true love. If you're a fan of the B answers, you're all about obsessive love. As you can probably guess, that's no good either. You need validation in your relationships, and you are prepared to go far to get it. Moreover, you have a hard time trusting your partner, which is why you can be possessive, jealous, and codependent. Of course, no relationship can survive this poisonous environment for long, so you rarely develop a long-lasting bond with somebody. It may sound like a nightmare to you, but if you want to get out of this pattern, you have to spend some time alone. You need to understand who you are and learn how to be your own person before you start to build a healthy unit with somebody else. Otherwise, you'll keep changing yourself for every partner you fall in love with and lose yourself completely. If the answers under the letter C were your go-to options, you're big on playful love. There's nothing you enjoy more than new adventures, experiences, and memories, and that's exactly what you expect from a relationship. The classic rom-com scenario of two people playing, hating, and teasing each other until they fall in love is your idea of a happy relationship. You want someone who will challenge you and spice things up every now and then, since boredom really kills you. But the problem is that a romantic relationship can't be fun and games all the time. As you become closer, your love becomes more mature and calm, and there's a certain beauty in that too. Learn to find and appreciate new sides of your growing relationship instead of running away for that new honeymoon phase with another person. You'll see your romantic life blossoming in no time. If your answers mostly consist of D's, realistic love is your everything. You behave incredibly maturely in love, and know exactly when you need to be patient and tolerant. You're a person of action, and strong declarations of love really don't impress you. It's your partner's behavior that truly counts. Nonetheless, even an outstanding partner like you has certain issues in relationships, and the main one is seriousness. For you, the honeymoon phase isn't that important as you're looking for a strong bond rather than romantic memories. But you don't realize how much you're missing. Try not to take your relationship for granted, and never forget to keep it exciting and interesting. No matter how amazing your connection is, a predictable routine can easily destroy it over time. And finally, if you chose answer E the most, congratulations! You're one of the rare examples of people with the selfless love pattern. This love style is considered to be the highest form of love. You're not one to have tons of crushes. You fall in love hard and are always ready to give your partner everything without asking for anything back. Your relationships aren't about you or your partner. They're about unity, connection, and being a team. You strive to understand and know your significant other, and that's what helps you form this unique and priceless connection. Keep doing what you do. Just don't forget about yourself in the relationship. You deserve somebody who will give you that feeling of ultimate understanding and comfort in return. So don't waste your time on selfish and entitled people. So, what result did you get? Tell us in the comment section below. It may seem like your romantic life is completely non-existent and dull. But the truth is that you can never know who has a secret crush on you. Or can you? Well, this quick test can definitely give you all the answers you need. Grab a pen and a piece of paper and let's get started. Before you learn exactly how many people would love to ask you out, make sure you hit subscribe and ring this notification bell to join us on the bright side of life. But more about the test. You have to answer 10 simple questions. For each of them, you get 4 answer options – A, B, C, and D. Your job is to answer truthfully and keep track of the letter options you choose. At the end, your most frequently used letter will reveal how many people have a crush on you. So, are you ready? Then let's begin. Question number 1. Have you ever received an anonymous love note? A. Not really. B. Maybe one time when I was in middle school. C. 2 or 3 times, but it wasn't anything serious. D. Sure, several times. Question number 2. How would you describe yourself in just 2 words? A. Introverted and imaginative. B. Kind and shy. C. Friendly and calm. D. Outgoing and fun. Question number 3. What makes you the happiest person on earth? A. Succeeding at something I love. I enjoy working toward my goals, and I get there. B. Spending time with people I love. They're my inspiration and my rock. C. Helping others. Making someone's life easier and happier is the best feeling in the whole world. D. Having new experiences. What can be better, right? Question number 4. And what about you? Do you crush on people easily? A. Not really. I rarely fall in love, but when I do, I fall hard. B. I do crush on people, but not that frequently. C. I often have a crush on somebody, but it's mostly celebrities. D. I crush very easily, and I love it. Question number 5. Do you keep in touch with your exes? A. I've never actually had a proper relationship, so no. B. Not really. I don't think you can be friends with someone you broke up with. C. With some of them, yes. D. Of course, they're great people, and I hope they'll find their true love one day. Question number 6. You notice a very cute guy or girl looking at you across the room and smiling. What do? A. Try to leave as fast as possible. I really don't feel comfortable when someone stares at me. B. Try to ignore it and keep doing what I do. C. Smile back, of course. D. Go up to them and introduce myself. Maybe we can go on a date later, or at least become good friends. Question number 7. How often do you meet new people? A. Very rarely. I get way too shy around people I don't know. B. Sometimes. C. Quite often, thanks to my friends and hobbies. D. All the time. I love getting to know someone new. Question 8. On Friday nights, you usually A. Curl up on the sofa with a book or catch up on my favorite TV show. B. Have a sleepover with my best friend. C. Go out for a snack and a movie with my friends. D. Party hard and have the time of my life. Question number 9. You come across a couple of straight-up bullies who try to bring you down. What do? A. Try to get out of the situation as soon as possible. B. I have quite a thick skin, so I don't really care. C. Ask them what made them so mean and despicable. D. Tell them off. After all, if I don't stand up for myself, who will? Question number 10. You'll never date someone who's A. Stupid. B. Mean. C. Arrogant. D. Boring. And there you go. That was the last question of the test. Now count all your A's, B's, C's, and D's, and let's find out your results. If you mostly went for A options, then right now you probably don't have any secret admirers. The only reason is that you're too focused on your goals and inner world. Romantic relationships do not seem that important to you, since you have tons of interesting hobbies. Plus, you're a natural introvert, and it takes time for you to let somebody in. Moreover, you often feel extremely shy when someone pays you extra attention. So, if you want to change that, try to let loose every once in a while. Have fun. When you let your unique personality shine, you'll win over everybody around you in no time at all. If the majority of your answers consisted of B options, one person has a secret but serious crush on you. You're reserved, traditional, and private, which creates an atmosphere of mystery around you. So it's no surprise that a lot of people feel the urge to figure you out and know more about you. You usually choose friends wisely, and it's not that easy to become part of your inner circle. And that's exactly why your admirer stays quiet. Just look around, and you'll definitely detect the person who's undeniably in love with you. If C's were your go-to answers, congrats! You have 2 secret admirers going strong. You're incredibly kind, supportive, and friendly. And even though you mostly spend time with your friends and family, everybody around you still notices your inner light and caring personality. Thanks to your genuine and open character, it's not that hard to fall in love with you. The only reason why your admirers don't come forward is that they're sure that someone like you just can't be single. But if you look closely, you'll certainly see who's crazy about you. And finally, here's a little surprise for all major fans of D answers. 3 or more people have a crush on you at this very moment. Woohoo! Of course, it varies from temporary to serious crushes, depending on the person, but they all still absolutely adore you. You're exceptionally charismatic, bubbly, fun, and outgoing, which makes you an exciting friend. You turn heads wherever you go with your effortless charm and a sense of humor that never lets you go unnoticed. So, if you want to find an understanding partner, simply look around. Maybe you're not noticing somebody who's head over heels in love with you. Sometimes, looking at someone from a completely different perspective can change everything. Go for it. So, what results did you get? So hey, how does this sound? You answer a few questions, and I'll tell you your true soulmate's name. Really? And you can learn more about yourself along the way. Good? Then grab a calculator, add up your points, and see your results at the end. Number 1. Let's start with a drink. Which one do you like the most? A. Caramel macchiato, or some other sweet syrupy mix. B. Lemonade or soda. I prefer cool drinks with a twist. C. An espresso please. I like my coffee plain and strong. D. Just water. It's healthy and fills me up. Sweet coffee lovers start off with 0 points. 20 points go to you if you chose B. Espresso fans get 30 points. If you prefer plain water, add 10 points to your score. Number 2. What's the best smell in the world? A. Ocean breeze, like freedom and long walks. B. Freshly baked bread, cozy like home and happiness. C. Freshly printed books, reminds me of my school days. D. Coffee, just the smell gives me energy. If you're an Ocean Breeze fan, 30 points land in your basket. Did you pick fresh bread? 0 points for this one. A love of new books brings you 10 points. Those who prefer the smell of coffee get 20 points. And those of you who prefer the aroma of freshly baked chocolate chip cookies are just out of luck. Number 3. Pick a door sign quote that sums you up. A. Come on into my awesome abode. B. Home is where the heart is. C. Welcome to my loose interpretation of clean. D. You're never fully dressed without a smile. E. Choice that doesn't count. No solicitors. If you picked A, give yourself 10 points. B gets you 0 points. If you went for C, add 30 points to your tally. D gets you 20 points. E is the sign on my door. 4. It's your best friend's birthday. What gift paper pattern do you choose? A. Polka dot. It's classic and works 100% of the time. B. Something bright and wild, just like my bestie. C. I'll design my own pattern on craft paper. Make it personal. D. None. My gifts can't be wrapped in a box like adventures we can share. E. A choice that doesn't count? Toilet paper. Option A gives you 20 points. B brings you 0. C is worth 10 points. And if you chose D, add 30 points. 5. What app do you use most often? A. Instagram. It means the world to me. B. Productivity and planner apps. C. Messengers. I can't live without my friends. D. Games. They help me relax. In case you chose option A, give yourself 20 more points. B brings you 30 points. You get 10 points for option C. If you pick D, you get 0 points this time. Nah. Number 6. If you were to wear one color for a month, what would it be? A. White. It's simple but elegant. B. Black. Unless someone invents a more stylish color. C. Something bright. Yellow, orange, red, they're all good. D. A checkered pattern. The color doesn't really matter. Did you choose white? It brings you 20 points. If black is your to-go, add 30 points to your tally. Bright colors don't bring you any points, only joy. Wearing checkered clothes for a month gives you 10 points. 7. Which of these pet peeves is the most annoying to you? A. People who are always late. B. When someone takes your food without permission. C. When you're talking to someone and they're staring at their phone. D. Someone endlessly taking selfies and expecting you to join. If you picked A, you just earned 30 points. B is worth 20 points. C brings you 10 points. D is worth no points. And I'm happy that annoying narrators are not on this list. Whew. Number 8. It's movie night. What would you and your significant other be watching together? A. A comedy. If we can't laugh together, what's it all about? B. Something scary. I want my soulmate to hold me when things get too spooky. C. All things Disney. Just magic, love, and happiness. D. A documentary. I want us to learn something new together. Laughing together gets you 10 points. If you went for a scary movie, give yourself 30 points. Disney fans get 0 points. Yeah, you're frozen. If you picked a documentary, your score has grown by 20 points. Number 9. Which of these nicknames would you choose for your special someone? A. My love. B. Baby cakes. C. Cookie Monster. D. Ultimate. E. Choice that doesn't count. My big googly moogly. Option A is worth 20 points. If you chose B, you earn 10 more points. C is a big 0 this time. D brings you 30 points. And my big googly moogly will probably end the relationship. 10. What would you be ready to tolerate in your partner? A. No sense of humor. B. The I'm always right attitude. C. Bizarre outfit choices. A tracksuit to your parents' anniversary. D. Weird friends who don't like you. If you're okay with option A, add 10 points. If B doesn't sound too bad, you earn 0 points. If you chose option C, you just earned 30 points. If you're ready to deal with situation D, add 20 points. 11. Time to pick an outfit for the first date with your soulmate. You're going in A. Jeans with a plain white shirt. It never goes out of style. B. PJs will do. They gotta love me for my personality, not the outfit. C. Something funky and custom-made. They have to see I'm one of a kind. D. All things designer. Labels are just as important as love to me. If you opt for jeans, don't add anything to your score. Going in PJs, 10 points coming your way. If you like to really stand out, add 20 points to your tally. Label lovers get 30 points. Number 12. How do you usually get over breakups? A. Get on a dancing app to find a replacement. B. Dance that sorrow away with my friends. C. Do something I always wanted but feared to do, like bungee jumping. D. Best time for a makeover. Pink hair, ripped jeans, there we go. If you're ready for your next date, add 30 points to your score. Dancing with option B brings you 10 points. Option C gets you 20 more points. You get 0 points for choosing D this time. Number 13. What would you least want your life to look like 15 years from now? A. Some mundane life, like working 9 to 5. B. Still at the same job I have now, same salary. C. Not having my own house. D. Not having my own family yet. Marriage, kids, can't wait. Option A gives you 30 points. Did you pick B? I see 20 points coming your way. Option C adds 10 points to your basket. If you chose D, sorry, it's worth no points. Hey, cheer up, it could always be worse. Number 14. What would you never forgive in a relationship? A. If your special someone lies to you. B. If they disrespect your family. C. If they don't believe in you and your dreams. D. I'm ready to forgive anything if it's true love. A adds 30 points to your tally. B gives you 10 more points. C brings you 20 points. D is worth 0 points again. Well, I think cheating might be an unforgivable, don't you think? 15. Pick an adventure to share with your soulmate. A. Go hiking in the jungle. B. Safari in Africa. Sounds like A, but whatever. C. Visit every European country in 1 month. D. Move into a camper home and never stop exploring. If the jungle is calling, give yourself 20 points. A wild African safari brings you 10 points. You get 0 points for your European vacation. Your home on wheels adds 30 points to your score. Alright, time to sum up all those points. Here are your results. If you came out with 0 to 90 points, your soulmate's name is Nick or Mia. You're a romantic soul, and your special someone will share those moonlit walks, candlelit dinners, and a love of piano tunes. 100 to 180 points means your soulmate is either Justin or Kate. Family means the world to them, just like it does to you. They're serious about everything in life and won't jump into a relationship unless they know it's 100% right. With 190 to 270 points, you're about to fall in love with someone named Will or Emma. They'll be your best friend and business partner all in one. You'll be inspired and motivated by each other. 280 to 360 points shows you're destined to be with someone named Sam or Sarah. They're a free spirit just like you. Your life together will be one endless adventure. If you got 370 to 450 points, well, you'll share a happily ever after with a Ben or Sophia. You'll both have a great sense of style and taste. You'll work on planning your perfect life together, and you'll both look good doing it. Oh, and by the way, if you happen to be a running shoe, it's very easy to find your soul mate. Just look to the left or right, and don't trip.